Good afternoon, Big Brother fans. It is Monday, September 9th. Day 56. This is the afternoon. I already did a podcast this morning. This is your afternoon post Power of Veto meeting podcast. And guess what? MJ used the Power of Veto, which is what we thought was going to happen. MJ saved Angela, which we kind of thought might happen. And Chelsea nominated Quinn, which is kind of what we thought were going to happen, at the very end here. But I was not sure up until I did a heavy, deep dive last night after I last talked to you. Well, the time before the last. Yeah. So MJ and Chelsea stayed up very late in the head of household room. And I guess I didn't catch it myself, but I saw reports that it sounded like Chelsea kind of talked to Quinn before the Power Veto meeting and kind of implied that Leah was throwing him under the bus. I think that's what it was implying, and that Quinn was kind of defending her. I don't know if she was offering him the opportunity to give her a reason to put Leah up or not, or I don't know if she was just deflecting. I'm not sure what. But in the end, Chelsea put up Quinn after Mackenzie used the Power Veto. The feeds haven't seemed to have been that dramatic when they came back. I'm going to go back and watch some of them, and I'll probably share them on Twitter. But it doesn't seem like a whole lot of super drama has gone on. Quinn is not happy. Angela seems pretty happy. I think Leah's attitude is, well, it's not me. I think Toombs posted a video of Leah talking, I think, to herself, and maybe to us, basically saying, everybody came in here for $750,000. You're going to do things that you don't have to have a set agenda. You should be playing for yourself, and da-da-da-da-da. So I think it was kind of Leah's way of saying, I ain't going to get that worked up about this. It's going to happen. I got to play for myself. I think that's what she was doing. But maybe I'll know better later on when I go back and rewatch. If I go back and rewatch. I always say that, but then things are still going on live. So what am I going to miss while I'm rewatching? I'll figure it out. In the end, it really looks like, as of right now, as of 3:45, which is 6:45 Eastern time, 3:45 Big Brother time, it really looks like Quinn will be the first jury member. But hey, it could be Chemo. Chemo could, flip things. I don't know, or unintentionally flip things, right? Remember, the votes could be, if you assume that Leah votes to evict Chemo, but they may all just jump ship real quick and go to get rid of Quinn. This may be when we finally get a unanimous eviction, because they're like, okay, it's time that you better not showing yourself as not in agreement with the powers that be. And they know that now Chelsea won't be available to win head of household. So what if Chemo wins head of household and you didn't vote for him to stay? What if Takor, who was Chemo's ally, wins head of household and you didn't vote for him to stay? There's lots of reasons not to vote to keep Quinn, when you think that if it's a tiebreaker, who is Chelsea going to vote for? I think Chelsea's going to get rid of Quinn if it comes down to a tiebreaker. So why are you going to do it? All these reasons not to keep Quinn. He has much fewer connections in the house at this point. So yeah, I think Quinn's pretty much a solid getting voted out, unless something really strange happens in the next couple of days. Of course, strange things have been happening all season. I did learn today that I should not besmirch Tikor. Andy made some comment about how Tikor is kind of sailing through here, and I said I don't see her playing the game. I just don't see much of her game right now. I just don't, and I'm sorry, I haven't seen her playing the game other than, and I think I said it this morning, a very social game, right? She is depending on her social ability and her ability not to make any waves, and people have been like, I'm not going to go against Tikor, I'm not going to go against Tikor, and her going around and telling people, I'm so happy you're here, and just that social aspect, I don't see it as game moves, and she shouldn't have gotten rid of Tucker, I didn't think, because I thought Tucker was there for her. But whatever. She didn't get out the person that she wanted to during her head household. It's okay. Take it for what you want. There are now, and there's for every cast member, but they're coming out of the woods. If you say something negative about Tikor or not positive, they're going to come after you. Like, how dare you question her game? She has more game than you realize. You just don't see it. I don't know. It's kind of one of those, God damn it, people are gonna get mad at me and call me names because I didn't say something nice about Tikor's game. Tikor could very well win it. And I know that I was saying I'm rooting for Tikor from the very beginning. She was one of the 4 people that I said, I like her, I like him, I like Joseph, I like Tikor, I think probably Quinn as well. I can't remember the 4th was off the top of my head now. I'd have to go back and listen to what I was saying. But the point is, I'm not going to take getting grief from people because I don't say they're playing an awesome game and an amazing game. No. I have a right to my opinion. And if Tikor wins it, awesome for Tikor. But I will go back to, for those of you that haven't been listening for a while or haven't listened before, I was not a fan of Taylor's game. And I was negative about Taylor's game. I was. And I told Taylor as much when I met her in person. I put my foot so far in my mouth just 2 months ago in New York. I talked to Taylor and how I didn't think she was playing, how I didn't think she started out the game well. Look, I'm okay with that. And she probably just rolled her eyes in the back of her head and laughed all the way to the bank, which is good for her. I don't dislike her as a person. I don't think she's a bad person. And Taylor has admitted she was not it's not an even thing to not admit, but Taylor has said, why are you doing this, person? Sorry, driving. Taylor just recently tweeted about how, she only became a fan of Big Brother after she played it, kind of a thing, or she crammed for it. She knew it. I don't want to put words in her mouth, and I'm not trying to. She was commenting on the fact about how much more she appreciates Big Brother now that she's watched actual seasons besides just cramming for it to be on the show. That is, in essence, what she was saying. And I'm saying she appreciates the show even more now. And I would hope that she might say, well, now that I've seen it more, I might, maybe she wouldn't say she'd play it differently. Would she? I don't know. That would be a good question for Taylor. Maybe I'll try to ask her that. And maybe she's addressed it. I don't even know. But how would you ever, would Taylor, I wonder, oh man. All right, I'm going to try to ask Taylor. And again, maybe she's already done this, but having watched it now, does she think she would have played it differently than she played it? And that's asking someone who's won the game. Why would you question how you played it? Because the way you played it won you the game. So maybe she'd say, no, I wouldn't play it any differently. But I wonder if she would have gone at it differently when she entered the house, having watched it more. I wonder. Okay, and maybe she's already addressed this, but I will try to ask her that. But she's a pretty hard account to get a hold of, and she doesn't follow me or anything. And like I said, I had a conversation with her at the premiere party, but she still doesn't know me from Adam, which is fine. But I'll see if I can get a hold of her to ask her that. Because I'm curious. of what she would say. And if she's already said it, then shame on me for not knowing maybe, but I don't follow her. So I wouldn't know if she said it. And it's not out of disrespect that I don't follow her. I just don't follow many accounts. And the accounts I follow that are former house guests don't tweet a whole lot. And I think Taylor tweets a lot about a lot of different things. And if people tweet a lot about a lot of different things, I don't follow them. Because my timeline is all Big Brother. And only Big Brother. All right, I've gone way down a rabbit hole. Look, Quinn is now nominated. He's going to get evicted on Thursday. I am 99.9% sure now after talking myself through it. I can't see Chemo messing things up and getting voted out. And I can actually see it being a unanimous vote. I could see it being a unanimous vote. Although we could get a hinky vote just to confuse people. Because that could happen too. Or them trying to give him a sympathy vote. Now, I think it may be unanimous. Maybe. Or they all get together and one person agrees, I am going to cast the one sympathy vote just so he has one. And they all go like, we all know that's why you're doing it and we're all okay with it. Kind of a whole big group agreement. That might be the way they do it. We'll see. We got days to figure this out. Right? I don't think we're going to have a flip-flop Tuesday or a waffle Wednesday this year. Or this week. I don't think it's going to happen. Okay, with that, I'm going to sign off. Then I went down the Taylor rabbit hole, and I'm going to get home and watch some of this and maybe tweet out some of it and all that good stuff and see how many more people yell at me for anything I might have said that offended them about Takor. Because, you know, I appreciate them being fans of whoever you're a fan of, but when you attack, I didn't even insult the girl, the woman, Takor, whatever you want to say. I just is not. I do poke fun of the mm-hms, but we all do that, don't we now? She does it all the time. But maybe we have crossed over to the point now where you're not allowed to be negative about. There's so few house guests left that when you're negative towards one, it's perceived as an attack. Ugh, I hate this part of Big Brother. All right, I'm signing off, folks. Thanks for listening. Have a happy Monday. I'm going to throw this out here because it hasn't happened, and now that I did all this negative talk stuff, but whatever. If you still want to be a patron, you can still be a patron. Patreon.com/BBGOSSIP. You can always do that. If you want to support, but that's okay if not too. We're in the closing month of Big Brother, just 34 days to go, and then you'll be done listening to me for most of, I don't know. Did I talk about reindeer games? Because that'll be back this year, I'm sure. Oh, here's a side thing. While I finish up, Fair Play Bella's gone again. Fair Play Bella is the account the Twitter account that was someone affiliated with production. That they went away, they came back, and they went away again. They hid their account or something. I went looking for my Twitter, for my DMs, and they're gone. I don't screen cap my DMs. I should have screen capped them because she said something really nice and said she appreciated me and everything. And I don't have that because I didn't screen cap it. So I missed my little thank you from Fair Play Bella. I don't think you listen to this, Fair Play Bella, but if you do, thank you for those nice words that you said to me about, that whole thing. Yeah, appreciated it. And I haven't ever pretended that wasn't the account. I said that was one of the accounts, that I counted as a source, but I never got private information from that account. It was publicly tweeted information. People just chose not to believe it. It was always there. But I have more than that for a source, but that was one of them. So they've gone away. Boo-hoo. Hopefully they come back sometime in the future, but I don't know how to establish that was the actual. If they come back with a different name, I don't know how I will know that it's them. So I hope they come back as themselves so I can see my previous DMs with them and say like, oh yeah, that was you. All right, I just killed another 3 minutes. Thanks again, everybody. Have a good Monday evening, and I will talk to you all tomorrow morning with hopefully more thoughts and maybe something wild and crazy that's happened. It's like, oh my gosh, you're never going to believe it. Chemo may go. I don't want chemo to go. I don't want Quinn to go, but one of them's got to go now. And are we going to really approach the all-woman alliance? Could we have an all-women Final Six? We are one step closer to all-women Final Six. We will have 6 women and 2 men left. If one more guy goes, if either Cam or Chemo goes next week, that will be the largest number of, I think, one sex. I think 6 to 1 will be the largest ratio ever. We've had 5 to 1. I don't think we've ever had 6 to 1. 5 to 1 was Big Brother 13. I don't think we've ever had 6 to 1 women to men or men to women. By the way, the 5 to 1 was women to men. Adam was the only man that season, Big Brother 13, or 14, whatever it was. So don't think the men, while the men generally have dominated, I think, in the number of winners, they usually have at least 1 or 2 women coming along to the end. And 6 to 1 would be a new record for the greatest number of one side of the house of the same sex. So yeah, there's another record. And by the way, yes, it's been tweeted by multiple people. Angela getting saved by the Power of Veto. She now holds the record for the most times being saved by the Power of Veto at 3. Which seems low, but I think that means by other people. Is that what it means? I don't even know. And I don't care. I mean, it is a record, and I should care about that, but that's a record that I don't care that much about. But other people were really tweeting about it, so there you go. Now I'm done. Now it's been like 5 minutes since I said I was done. You keeping track, John? That's my friend John. Are you still listening, Jerry, or have you given up? That's my friend Jerry, who I haven't shouted out by name, but now I've shouted you out by name, Jerry. Talk to you guys later. Everybody be well. See ya. Bye-bye.